Hi everyone, and a very warm welcome. Today we are starting with chapter number 2, Polynomials. This is from the NCERT textbook for grade 9 students studying in CBSE syllabus. So we are going to start with chapter number 2 today. And this chapter has a lot of connection with algebra and algebraic expressions. So let's start, and I'll be giving you an introduction to exercise 2.1 as I do usually, and I'll be dividing the intro to this exercise 2.1 in two parts. In this video, we'll be discussing intro part 1. In the next video, we'll be doing intro part 2. Okay, so let's start. Firstly, let us know what is algebra. What is algebraic expressions? So what exactly is algebraic expressions? Algebraic expressions is nothing but a combination of variables, constants, and mathematic operations. Variables, constants, and mathematic operations. Okay, we will discuss what is variables, constants, and mathematical operations in depth. So, what do you mean by the term variables? Variables are nothing but a symbol which takes various values. Okay, so variables, an example of this is 4a, and a is a variable here. So, a can take any value, it can be 4 or 4 into 16. So, 16 is your a here. So, it's a symbol which takes various values. Okay, then the next thing is, what is a constant? What is a constant? It is a numerical value that does not change, or we can say that it is a fixed numerical value. A very good example is 2, 3, even half, minus 3, and so on. There are so many infinite examples. I hope you understood what are constants and variables. Okay. Then, what are mathematical operators? So, so I think you all of you know this, that this is nothing but plus, minus, multiplication, or sometimes we write multiplication like this also, and then we have your division sign. So these are nothing but mathematic operations, and a combination of all these three makes up algebraic expressions. Example of this is first one, 2x plus 3y. You see, we have a plus sign, we have variables, we have constants, and all of that. Then a second example, a plus 2ab minus ab square. Okay, so this is also another example. So I hope you all understood what is an algebraic expression. Now let us understand what are terms. What are terms? So terms are separated with a plus or a minus operation sign in an algebraic expression. Like for example, 2x plus 3y. Here, plus sign separates these two terms. So that means this is one term, and this is one term, and then this is a second term. Okay, so therefore in this expression we have two terms. What about uh, 2 plus 4y plus 5xyz? Here also we can see that there are 1, 2, and 3 terms. This is one term, this is one term, this is one term. Clear? So for plus sign it is like this. So what about like the minus sign? Let us check that out also. See, same thing, only the sign is difference here. So 2x minus 3y, if you take here, minus sign is again separating 2x and 3y. So again there are two terms here. This is one term and this is one term. So Terms are separated with plus or minus operation sign, and we identify terms by looking at the plus or minus sign that separates them. See, if there is a multiplication or division sign, it doesn't make a difference, because if you see 2 plus 4 into y plus 5xyz, okay, this cannot help us to like understand that okay, this is a term. Only plus and a minus sign difference makes it difference, and therefore we can identify terms by just looking at the plus and the minus sign. Clear? So these are the terms example. So I hope terms are also clear. What are terms? Now let us next learn what is a coefficient. Coefficient. What is a coefficient? So, a coefficient is a constant or a number which is used to multiply to a variable. Like if you say um, x, if I take x itself, a constant or a number, that means it is a number which is used to multiply with this variable. And here already there's an invisible one, we know that, right? So, therefore, what is the coefficient of this x term here? It is 1. Are you understanding my point? Let me just give you another simple example. 2y. If I take 2y, what is the coefficient of y? 2. So this number which is attached to this variable is called as the coefficient. Is it the number which is multiplied with this variable is called as the coefficient? If we take 5x, y, z, what is the coefficient here? Here it is 5. Okay, so that is a coefficient. Let's move on to the, like, see, all of these are basic concepts, like you have learned this in last year, eighth standard also you would have learned this, seventh also, yes, you would have learned these basics. These are all the basics which are used across algebra and algebraic expressions as well. Now only I'm stepping inside our main concept. What is the main concept? What are polynomials? What are polynomials? So, polynomials, let me give you a proper definition. Polynomials are an algebraic expressions in which the variables involved have only positive integral powers. Such an expression is called as a polynomial. Are you getting my point? See, an algebraic expression, let's say there is 2x square plus 2, okay, let's not take 2, I don't know why I'm feeling so attached to 2, then 3y plus 4z. Now, is this a polynomial? I'm asking you. Let's look back to the definition. Let me write down the definition. I think it'll be better if I write it for you. So, um, an algebraic expression in which the variables, try to understand what we are writing here, okay? Just try to understand what the definition is saying. Involved have only positive or non-integral powers, have only positive integral powers. The word or the words positive integral powers is to be highlighted here, okay? I know that was quite a thick one. Let me reduce the size of that. So I will tell you what is the meaning of this, okay? Have only positive integral powers is called a polynomial. So an algebraic expression in which the variables involved, that means the variables in an algebraic expression, have only positive integral powers. What are positive integral powers? Integral, first of all, means integers. So that means there will be only positive integers. Okay, positive integers power. So the power will be only a positive integers. I hope you know what is an integer, right? If you don't know, make sure to check out the previous chapter. In the introduction to exercise 1.1, I have told you what is an integer, what are integers. I have told you a very good explanation of that. So integers are nothing but they consist of positive, negative, as well as zero. All these numbers they consist, and that's what is called as an integer. Okay, you can see that this is positive integer powers or non-negative whole, non-negative powers, you can say, not whole numbers, non-negative powers. That is also giving us the same meaning, no, not a very big difference. So that is what positive integral powers mean. So an algebraic expression which the variables have only positive integers as the power is called as a polynomial. Example, 2x squared plus 4y plus 5z. If you take this here, what is the let's look at the integers only. Let's not integers, sorry, let's look at the variables, that is x, y and z. What is the power of x? 2. Power of y is 1 and z is 1. Let me add another term to this. 6. Okay, what is the power of 6? 6 is multiple. If we multiply 6 with a variable which is raised to power 0, anything raised to the power of 0 is 1. That is a law of exponent. A raised to 0 is equal to 1. So here 6x raised to 0 will be what? 6 into x raised to 0 is 1, which is equal to 6. So it will give us actually 6, right? So here now again we have x as 0. Now you see in all of these, what are the powers? Are they negative? No, they're positive. 0 is a whole number. That's what I told you, non-negative powers. Positive integers includes 0 as well. So 1, here 1, 2, 0, all of these are positive integers. Therefore, we can say that this is a polynomial expression, or it is a polynomial. Fine. Clear? Did you understand? In which an algebraic expression in which the variables have only positive integers, positive numbers as their power, is called as a polynomial. Clear? Understood what is a polynomial? Let's see another example for your better understanding. Second one is x square plus 2x. Here also we have x square, so 2 is also a positive number. Here it is 1. So this also is again going. Suppose I say x raised to 100 plus y raised to 5000. Is this also polynomial expression? Absolutely. Why? Because there are positive integers as the power. So we can say that yes, these are also examples of polynomials. Clear? I hope you understood so far what is a polynomial. So now let's move to the next concept. So the next one is not a concept, I would say, but it is like I'm helping you to understand how can we identify whether an expression, a given expression, is a polynomial or not. I told you that polynomials are an algebraic expression in which the variables involved have only positive integral powers, right? So let me ask you a question. Is 5 root x plus 7x plus 7 by y a polynomial? Is it a polynomial? Is it a polynomial? See, any number, any variable, any number, if you take as a root, suppose I take root x or root y or root 7, if I take anything, always the root of whatever variable or constant is inside this root will be written as x raised to half. Here it will be y raised to half. And here for 7 it will be 7 raised to half. So this root will become half here. Are you understanding? So if I write 5 root x or I write 1000 root y, it will be 1000 into y raised to half. That is actually the root converted to that number. Clear? So 5 root x can be written as 5 x raised to half plus 7x plus, now look here, 7 by y. Any number which is in the denominator, suppose I say a raised to m, not a raised to m, sorry. If I write okay, let's just say it's a raised to m. But when I bring this a raised to m to the numerator, what will happen? A raised to minus m will become. The sign will become reverse. If it is negative m, then this will become positive m. But if this is positive, then this will become negative. I understanding my point? So here y raised to 1. So 7y can be also written as 7 into y raised to minus 1 according to this law of exponent. Clear? So I will write this as 7y raised to minus 1. Now look at the powers. Observe the powers. Here we have x raised to half, and here we have x raised to 1, and here we have y raised to minus 1. You see, 1 is a positive power. Agreed, fine. This is having a positive power according to our definition. But this is a negative power, and this is not a whole number. I mean, it is not even like in the form of a whole number. That's what I meant to say, that it is a positive integers. Integers consist of negative, positive, and 0. All these numbers it consists, but it doesn't consist of rational numbers. So therefore half, if you see, it is not a positive integer. I mean, it is in the form of a rational number and it is not a whole number. So therefore these, since the powers are not positive integral powers, we can say that it is not a polynomial. In exercise 2.1 we have like, state whether the we have a question, state whether the following are polynomials or not, and give the reason also. We will come to that later, but you need to learn how to identify polynomials. That's why I'm like training you for that by giving you such examples. So let me give you another example. 1 by y, same thing here. This can be written as y minus 1. This is also no. This is also no. What about 5x cube minus 4x square plus 6x minus 3x raised to 0. Now you tell me, take your time and tell me if this is a polynomial. Pause the video, think, and then resume the video. I hope you thought about it, and I'll tell you, yes, this is a polynomial because all powers are positive integral powers. That's why this is a polynomial. Because all of these are what? Positive integers, right? Correct, no? So therefore all of these are polynomials. So now 9y raised to 4 plus 6y raised to 3 plus 10y square minus 8y plus 2 by 5. Yes, again, this is also a polynomial. Okay, all are having positive integral powers only. Here also you can say x raised to 0 if you take. It will be 2 by 5 only. So therefore, all of these are polynomials. So I hope you understood now how to differentiate between polynomials, like whether a given expression is a polynomial or not. So that's it guys for this video. We are done with introduction part 2. So part 1, sorry, your introduction part 1. In the next video we'll be doing introduction part 2, in which we are going to be learning about the different types of terms on the basis of the number of terms as well as the degree of a term. I know it sounds hard a bit if you haven't like known this before, but don't worry, we are here to make things simpler for you. So we will learn about all of that, and even about the standard form of a polynomial as well. Okay guys, I hope you understood this video. Thank you so much for spending your time and watching this video. We will meet you all in the next video. Thank you so much, all, and bye for now.